coconut.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Give me 1 second while my Twitch switches over so I know I can see us.
What?
I watch the Twitch to make sure that we pop up before. Otherwise, I'll be distracted and sad, and I can't do the D&D.
You can't do the D&D?
I can't do the D&D if I'm distracted. Oh, look, it's a Call of Duty ad. Nobody cares.
Oh, that one's bad.
Dead.
Oh man, see, I still can't see us, but whatever, that's fine.
It takes a minute to get there, but people can see.
We are up. I see us.
Okay, well, that's all that matters. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Venture Maidens podcast.
Hey.
Dang, guys. 4-0. Dang.
Oh, yeah.
We made it.
We're still here. We're still alive. We've passed our constitution save 40 times and are making this podcast.
Can you put your crown on? Because I feel like a big dummy right now.
Yes. First point of order before we begin. Brittany was the nominee for the last point of inspiration from you lovely listeners filling out our live bingo board as we go along. So check it out if you haven't seen it already in our Discord chat. We post the link. Thank you so much, Switz, for doing that and updating that. And so now Brittany has a point of inspiration. So Arnadelle can spend that whenever she wants. Though I also still have my point of inspiration because I am a troll and I refuse to spend it. So I've been
hoarding it over there like a fucking dragon.
Yep, it's me with my points of inspiration. Haha. I promise I'm gonna use it this episode because my head gets really sweaty wearing this Burger King crown.
Also, thank you, Discord friends, for voting for me to have the next one. That's a big fucking compliment. Thanks.
Brittany, 2018 inspiration.
Yes.
An inspiration to us all.
Oh, yes. She's beauty and she's great.
I love that movie. April 25th.
All you need is a light jacket. Okay. I guess let's fucking play some D&D. Okay, hi everybody, welcome to episode 40. I am your dungeon master, Celeste Konowich.
And I am your elven warlock, Arnadelle Athil, played by Brittany.
And I'm Nassim, playing your human monk, Sayanor.
And I'm Sage, and I play your beloved barbarian, Cara Brunhilde.
Also best girlfriend ever.
True.
Obviously, from last episode. And speaking of last episode, we had another big all RP session back at the Keep. So let's go ahead and talk about all of the things that happened.
We should go in the order that they took place.
Yes, I love order.
You love chaos, don't you fucking lie to me.
Dun, dun.
Don't you fucking lie. You are chaotic, neutral at best.
If Celeste was a deity, she would be a Litamara.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't he Yeah. Chaotic neutral. That's about right.
All the way.
I remember the first time we ever played, that's the only god you ever talked about.
He's my favorite.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, suck it. I haven't mentioned him once this game, so there you go.
Truly. True. Well, there's a different pantheon, that's why.
We're in a different world. Full of new gods.
Yeah. So, Nassim, what happened last time?
Yeah, you
started off with you.
Mm-hmm.
Did we? I hate when this happens.
We started off with you. We all decided basically what we were going to spend 2 days doing at the Elysium Keep.
Oh, right. And I just basically spent the whole time with, I took notes too, damn it.
Where they at?
Chance. Well, I learned about Chance, right? That was his name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, your sweet, sweet joke.
My sweet jug?
Joke.
Oh, right.
Joke, your sweet jugs. There you go.
Oh, Tiefling Chance. He, runs the All Faiths Temple. Which is sort of becoming the new town taking place around the Sisters of Sorrows keep like faith, I guess.
Yeah, he runs the Temple of All Faiths for the refugees. Yep. And you hung out at the short stop, which is where Dee is like handing out food and supplies to people. And you got a present.
And I got a present from Christoph, which was that book, not the tome.
Manual.
Man, I wrote that shit down too.
Manual of Bodily Health. There we go.
I stand by that being flirty.
I spent like 2 days reading and studying and got a little boost to my constitution.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yep. And then we went to Kara. What happened to Kara?
Yes. So she had whisked Gidget away from her just piles of work to do. And they had a lovely beachside picnic and went back to her bedroom afterwards. And they enjoyed a nice soak in the hot tub that was filled with flower petals and, essential oils.
So
and they
cute.
had a wonderful night of snuggling and drinking. And as they were falling asleep, Kara had asked Gidget if Gidget would teach her how to read.
Yeah,
which was
so
such
sweet.
Oh, it's so sweet. And she was really scared and nervous about that because she didn't know if Gidget would look down on her for not being able to read, because Gidget reads fucking manuals and instructions and shit all the time. She's like, oh no, what if she doesn't like me and thinks I'm stupid? But she accepted her with open arms.
Oh, totally. Yeah, she was all about it. She has a reading list for you when you come back, and you're going to go one by one. Yeah, probably start with numbers.
Exactly. And then we spent and it works out because the gnomes use the dwarven alphabet, so they already are on the same page.
Perfect.
And then they spent the next couple of days building and repatching walls and houses and doing general structural help for the refugees.
Yep. You met Sam, which is a project. So the sediment alteration mechanism, her big robot that's helping to make the land hospitable for farming and such for the refugees. And then what happened to Arnadel?
Look at that face.
Look at that. Look at that sass face.
Excuse me. Arnadel, y'all, she met Aaron on like episode 2. Do you remember?
Yeah. I was there.
Episode 2. And then what episode did she yell out to everybody mid-battle with a Medusa that she was a virgin? What episode was that?
It's like 10.
10?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. All right. So now that we're on episode fucking 40, 39, she finally got some.
She got some.
You made me roll Constitution. Arnadel's first time was average.
It was a 14. That's a little better than average.
Yeah, in the proper Arnadel, she's read many books, so she was like, all right, let's put this into practice. Aaron rolled great too, so it was awesome. And then they just got to be all lovey-dovey and like kind of have a normal, natural like progression into getting to know each other in a non-awkward way. So yeah, she was able to do that. And
then didn't you also continue to have a lot of sex?
Yeah.
Yes, that was also.
After? You're just like, oh my god, all the time.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
A cornucopia of fucks.
All of the fucks were
this
given.
Is so fun. Yeah. So she had bountiful 2 days.
Yes. And then we all ended up rendezvousing for a meeting. And then what happened in that meeting?
We received word from the keepers,
who
are the people who hold the dagger in the city of Ashtar, also known as the City of Bells, where Rana got his training as a Corellan, and so we have to go there and retrieve it. And so we were told, and that he would actually be going with us.
So the keepers, responded, and they're like, okay, Rana, bring these 3 and we'll talk. Is basically what they said.
Yeah. So we loaded up a cart with provisions and such, and got 2 quote unquote horses made by the artificer, yes, Mr. Whizbang Glitch, to pull the cart, so they will not tire. And
yeah, his infamous artifact horses.
yes.
Yep. And then so you were heading off across, and where did you go?
So we are told that we have to go across the shifting plains, which are known because it's a big old grassy field, and all the grasses, when they sway in the wind, are beautiful and iridescent. And Sae was really sad that she didn't have her wings, so Arnadale cast fly on her. She took in the natural beauty around her.
Yeah, and then what else did Sae see?
I'm sorry, I was completely distracted by a plane flying overhead just then.
Okay, so you were flying around on the plains, and then what did you see?
Oh, right, a burning caravan.
Uh-huh.
And I swooped down. I told our people that I'm going to go check on them. Flew down. It was a woman crying over like her husband or something had happened. I couldn't tell what happened. Then when I leaned in to check on the injured guy, he was like trying to charm me and was like, wait, she knows Rana. And was like, so Rana's coming? Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It was an Oni, right?
You don't know that.
I don't know it.
Nobody has made any checks. Stop it.
Sorry.
We're not even there.
I'm not allowed to show you pictures anymore of the monsters because you'll know what they are.
Seriously.
Okay. Yes. And so that is what happened. Sae, we are picking up right there at that moment, Sae, when you stumbled upon a trap because you're just so damn good-hearted.
It's a trap.
Seriously.
It's a trap. So scene, laying it out again, you are about a half a mile away from the carriage. You had taken off to the sky and alerted your party to the situation going on and had dove down. You had seen, a woman holding this man to her chest. He appeared covered in blood. She was screaming, asking for help. The caravan behind her was burning. And as you had examined the wounds on this man, it turns out something didn't look quite right. It just didn't look great to you, or something was off. And the woman turned to you and tried to cast Charm Person on you, and that definitely didn't work. But when she had seen that, she had said, well, we can do this the hard way. And her face had begun to contort into this long jaws with pointed teeth and these kind of yellow eyes that are now deep set in her skull. And as you are standing there, or kind of crouched over this man, you see that the man also begins to transform as these white horns had come out of his head and the hair is elongating, becoming this pale silver color. And I'm going to have you roll initiative.
Oh, snap.
7.
Okay, luckily, I also rolled like butts. So hang on. I got a 2. All right. So essentially, your situation right now, you have 2 of these creatures directly in front of you that are clearly making the transformation from this human form into something that is growing larger right in front of you. And both of them are now, it's alerted to your trap. They seem scary and pretty hostile. And your friends and everybody are a half mile away in a carriage, not aware of what's going on.
Oh, God.
So it is your turn first. What would you like to do?
I would like to blast some fucking fire their way.
Fair enough. Okay. All right, what are you using?
I think I want to...
Do you still have your necklace of fireballs?
Mm-hmm.
I do, but I don't want to use that on them. I'm just trying to see what level of damage I can do with my elemental attunement, or if I need to like use a spell. I'll just do a sweeping cinder strike, aka cast burning hands.
All right, sweet. Okay, so you're casting burning hands. So how does that work?
Let me tell you in just a moment. They need to make a dex saving throw, and I am. Then, if they fail, they just take half damage.
Okay, sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and make 2 as you're catching them both in your cone. Oh, wow. That's a natural 1. Great.
Off to a great start.
So the male one on the ground, like, kind of trips in the middle getting up, like, because he was laying dead on the ground. So he's trying to, like, stand to his feet as this blast of fire comes towards him, and he just stumbles and kind of trips over himself while he's enlarging, and it's extremely awkward. So he is fully struck. And then the female one does save, so I'm taking half damage.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your damage?
That wasn't fair. Good.
I'm also switching this dice clearly because this is already bad. You're already in dice prison.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. All right. So the female is going to take half of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the male will take all 8. Okay. And as this happens, they hiss at you, and you see now the transformation is almost complete. These things are actually large-sized creatures, and their skin is this sort of blue, almost midnight color, and their hair is stark white with these white horns on top of their heads and these huge grinning set of jagged teeth and these horrible, horrible yellow eyes that you think would shine in the dark.
Yeah. I would like to make a check.
Sure.
Nature check?
Yeah?
Well, 12.
Okay. You are not exactly sure what these things are. They're clearly humanoid creatures. They look like they have some kind of maybe troll or like giant ancestry. They might be fae too. But you haven't seen anything quite like these before. They're creepy though. They're real creepy.
This sounds really fucking creepy.
They are so creepy. And they also, their fingers, they have these long fingernails that are like sharpened to fine points with this black kind of twisted quality to them.
Nasty.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I'll say I'll put him out if you tell me why you're waiting here or who you're waiting for.
I'll put him out. Are you talking about Rana?
No, the guy who I just set on fire.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make me an intimidation check.
17.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you're standing there. You shoot this guy with fire, and then you say, "I'll put him out if you tell me what you're doing here."
Yeah.
Okay. And then the male one is like hissing and like trying to pad out the flames on himself, and the female just makes like a guttural kind of laughing sound.
Mm.
Tiny human, you cannot bargain with us. We are here on business. The faster you die, the faster we can move this along. And she is going to extend a hand out to you as ice comes out to combat your fire. And I am going to need you to make... Oh, this spell sucks. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Is this a blue dragon's breath thing?
No, it is not.
Okay. I don't really know what it is.
This is not a dragon.
I'm just looking at... Okay, fine. Wait, Constitution, you said?
Yes.
17.
Okay, all right, so you are going to save. So if you were to take half damage, you don't take any damage, right? With
If
your
I-
evasion?
Yeah,
Okay.
on dex saving throws.
Nope, this is Constitution. So you will take half damage of this. Yay! Okay, so that
17
is...
wasn't good, damn it.
It is, but you'll only take half damage on it. 10, 18, 19, 21, 25, 28,
Holy shit.
35 as this
Whoa.
cone of cold. You managed to throw yourself out of the way so you don't take the whole brunt of it, but you were still going to take half of that. So that's 16?
Yeah.
16 cold damage as this cone of cold just shoots off and immediately right along the path of your flames just takes it down. And you get the feeling that she means business. And at this point, the male is going to stand up, and from this cloak that he's been wearing, he draws this large club. You actually recognize it as a glaive, and he runs forward, still with the flames kind of smattering over him, and swings it at you.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's see. +7 to hit. Oh boy. All right, so that's 19 to hit.
What am I doing? Oh, armor class?
Yeah.
18.
Okay, so he does hit, so that is going to be... All right, 19 slashing damage.
I need a fucking pen.
Yes, you do.
Here it is.
Okay, and then he's gonna go ahead and do his second attack.
Oh my god, fly away, Salye. Come back to us.
Yeah, can I fucking evade or some shit?
On your turn, you can make a whole lot of choices. Okay, and then that will only be a 12 on the second swing. So the second one will not hit you.
Okay.
All right, and then they are clearly squaring off with you, ready to take this to the end. All right, and then that is your turn, Sawyer.
I'm flying through the air.
Okay, then you are going to provoke an attack of opportunity as you fly out of the male's space.
All right.
Okay, a 19 again. All right, so that'll be 16 damage as he smacks you again with this huge glaive. That's just basically just a giant board as he hits you as you fly off into the air.
Great. Good job.
How are you looking? That was a lot of damage.
Seriously, holy shit.
Hold on a second. I'm not looking so good.
Okay. All right. And as you take... and are you going to spend your full movement just 60 feet away?
Yes. Can I toss a fireball on my way out?
Yeah. So you can definitely fly up if you want to go 30 feet up into the air, and then make an attack. Throw something.
Do you dash? Or get an extra movement thing with your monk abilities?
You can spend a key point to dash, I think, as your bonus action.
Yes, indeedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but presumably, unless they have some other magic powers, if you go 30 feet up in the air, they probably won't be able to follow you.
Fly. You're still able to fly. You can do. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. That's a lot. What? 120?
Yeah.
But I think she's throwing a fireball. So, Saye, what are you doing?
I want to throw a fireball and go away.
Okay. So go 30 feet up and then throw the fireball. All right. And what is my save?
Man, I don't know where I wrote that down. Fireball necklace. I have 6 more left. That's what I have saved, or I have 5 more left, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know where that is. What is my save? Is that my key? My key save? Is that what you're asking for?
Sure. Let's just use that.
12, 17.
Okay. Wow. All right. Okay, they're gonna try and save. Okay. 1, the male does. The female does not save.
And you said that was what? 8 d6s or something?
Yep. It's real nice. I love me some necklace of fireball. Statement of fire.
Oh, yes.
16 plus 20 damage.
Okay. Yikes. All right. So. All right.
Oh wait, no, that was only 4. That was only 4 of them. So there's 4 more dice to roll.
Keep rolling.
Oh boy. Get blasted.
So 25, 28, 29, 33.
Wah! Okay. So all right. So she is taking the full 33 here, and then he will be taking 16. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow! They don't like that. They hiss and curse at you in a language you do not understand.
Ooh.
Unless, do you speak Giant?
Giant? No.
Yeah. It's a horrible language. It's deep and echoey and like monosyllabic as they're just like throwing these curses up at you as you descend above or ascend. Okay, let's see. Can I do anything? Hang on. I gotta get you.
You got me enough.
I gotta get you. Hang on.
I'm good. I'm done. Stick a fork in me.
I'm good. I'm good, DM. Stop it. Let me see this one. Let's try this. Shall we? Damn it. Can't do that. Okay. Never mind. All right. So as you fly the 30 feet up and then throw this fireball down, as the flame licks around the circle of this open grass. So now the grass is just catching on fire at this point, like rapidly burning as just this, it's just, so the planes have now, and you see this back at the caravan, everybody.
Yeah.
You didn't know what was happening, but now suddenly this line of fire begins to appear on the horizon as you're crossing the plains. And you see that the smoke, as it comes up, it wafts in these strange multitude of rainbow colors. So you're seeing like the flames turn green and purple and orange and red as they lick and climb up to the sky.
This is some weird fairy shit.
Yeah. And okay. And as the flames kind of die down in your immediate area, Saye, you no longer see these two creatures. They just seem to have disappeared.
I don't like that.
Okay. And for all intents and purposes, I'm going to allow you to move out of combat right now. So what are you doing, Saye?
Flying the fuck back to the caravan.
All right. So all of you see, this fire just comes up on the horizon, and then you see a tiny Saye begin to appear and then zoom towards you from the air. And you reach the caravan, Saye.
There were these lizard people. They were really strong, and they tricked me, or they tried to trick me, and they still got me, and my shoulder really hurts, and they're not there anymore, and I started the fire.
What the fuck? Are you okay? How are we gonna put out this fire? Oh my god, can we heal you? Can you use your water powers?
I can use my water power. But let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, and Ron is like, well, where are they? Are they out? Are they going to attack?
They seem to know you. They said they knew you were coming, and
me?
Yeah.
What? I knew this guy?
I didn't know where they
They're probably going to show
from.
up any minute right now because
But we need to get out of here because they just seem to disappear.
Yeah. They're
all
probably...
right, well, we need to continue south. It's not exactly like we have a lot of options for hiding out here.
Can I do a quick, scan with my detect magic on?
Go ahead and make a perception roll for me.
Where's my D20? Oh, D20. Well, that's gonna be a 9.
Okay. So as the grass is burning and it's just catching and you see the fire is encroaching directly upon you, the smoke is beginning to fill the air, and all these rainbow colors, it is making it so hard to see. Like, you really can't see more than 30 feet clearly around you in any direction at this point. And I'm actually going to need you all to make Constitution saving throws for me as this weird smoke is coming.
I was trying to I was trying to look with detect magic on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't. So the smoke itself is all, it has a magical quality to it.
Okay. That's what I wanted
So
to
as
know.
you're looking, it's like you're getting sensory overload, just seeing this magic smoke all around you.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Well, I rolled a 7.
I got a
Wait.
24.
I rolled Constitution saving throw is going to be 11.
Okay. Saya, do you have anything that helps you against poison? If not, I need you to roll a d4 for me. And Arnadella, I also need you to roll a d4 for me.
Ooh.
God damn it.
I
No, I
rolled a
think my
4.
next level up, I get something that keeps me guarded against poisons, but right now I don't.
Okay.
What did you tell me to do?
Roll a d4.
I rolled a 4.
Got it.
Do I add anything to it?
Nope.
1.
Okay. All right. So with a 1, you begin to feel, Saya, it becomes very, very hard to breathe. So much so that you feel like there's something in your throat. Like it's like growing there, like the sense of, like you find yourself like choking on something as the smoke overwhelms you. And then Arnadell, your skin begins to feel really, really, really tingly. And as you're looking at it, you're looking at your hand and your skin begins to transform from its normal pale blue color to like this weird like lime green that begins to start at your fingertips and is kind of moving and like shifting as your skin is changing colors.
Whoa.
Can I do a knowledge check?
Sure.
Like, that's going to be
ahead,
the
Arcana.
first thing. Like, what is this? I'm going to do maybe an Arcana check, and that's going to be a 16.
Okay. You don't really know what's happening to you. Like, you don't feel any different. It's just maybe some residual effect. You're breathing in, like, maybe there were some kind of spores or something like that are now just flying through the air, and it is cosmetically affecting you.
But it tingles?
Mm-hmm.
I look over at Kara to see what, and Saya.
Kara's super fine.
I'm just
and
like,
Chilling like a villain. She pulled
let
out
me
her
roll for
kick-ass.
Rana. Okay. Oh, so Rana actually, as this begins to happen, he makes a gesture and moves his hand in front of his face, and you see the smoke disperses around him in sort of like a shield as he makes a pocket of air for himself, so he will not be affected.
I look at Kara and Rana and Saya, and I'm like, are my hands green to you?
Yes, they're definitely green.
Yeah, wait, that's not the color you usually is.
And it's getting worse over time.
Are you gonna throw up? I would prefer that you would not.
No, I don't know what's happening.
Rana's like, I don't really think we have time for that right now. What's the plan? We need to keep going south.
We gotta put this fire out, otherwise this will be the new city of Ashtar. Population, go fuck yourself.
Not the time. God, that's horrible.
I look at Rana and I'm like, how did you get that carriage to fly when we were going to the Valley of Yalathanil?
No. That was a very complicated enchantment. I couldn't simply do it upon just a regular carriage. It took me months to build that.
Oh my god. Wizards.
Okay. All right, well, maybe I can do something. If we keep going south, just due south, I can probably get us through the flames. I can't do anything about the rest of the plains.
Oh man, okay.
Is Saya conscious enough to try and
Oh yeah, no,
conjure
it
some water?
just feels like you have something in your throat. You're conscious. It's like that feeling when you swallow like a chicken bone or something, like accidentally.
I never
okay.
swallowed a chicken.
Or like a shard of bone, or like no,
I
not
thought it
a
was
whole
actually
fucking
joking.
chicken bone, but like something in your throat.
Like
Okay.
if you swallow
Salmon
a
bone.
pill with no water and it feels
Yeah,
like it
that kind of
just won't go down.
Accidentally swallow a chicken bone. Just like pop it in there. Drumstick gone horribly wrong.
Super aggressive wing eater, huh?
Totally.
Okay, so then I would like to try and contain it a little bit and put as much of it out as I can by like conjuring a flood of water.
Okay, so right now it is moving towards you. So do you want to move forward a little bit and then flood?
Sure.
So you probably will not be able to put out all of this with your spells, but you could definitely make a path.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay. All right, what are you using?
Well, what do you mean, what am I using?
What spell? What? Because you have a list of abilities. Like conjure water.
Oh, can you create water?
Control water, flood. It's just flooding. Page 227. Let me find it.
Okay. Go ahead and then make me a wisdom to make this happen.
Okay. Cause water level of... Oh, wait. Is there any water in the area?
In the plants.
Perfect. I take that.
Okay.
Flooding water spills over onto dry land. If you choose an area in a large body of water, you instead create a 20-foot tall wave that travels from one side of the area to the other and then crashes down.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna say this happens since there's not that much water. So go ahead and make me a wisdom check to see how well you do this as you're like speaking, conjuring the elemental within you to try and harness this ability.
That was a 1. Natural
Okay, sweet. You are choking and you just can't like get your shit together and you're like, there's not enough water here. And it horribly fails as you're trying to do that. You're panicking at this moment. And Rana is like, well, we need to keep going. All right, we're just going to head due for it and push through.
Damn it.
All right.
Okay. And he begins to whip the horses up into a frenzy. And as they're going, you are heading directly towards this wall of flame that's coming towards you. And he extends his hands outward, and this gust of wind, like a pillar, just shoots through the flame. And you see that the wind is so intense that the flames lick around the sides like a tunnel effect right as the carriage is driving through to the other side. And it is at this moment that I'm going to need everybody to make me a Constitution save.
Oh my
Hey, natural 20.
Natural 1.
Oh, no.
Put that dice away.
I've
Thank
been
you.
changing them. They
Immediately.
keep failing me.
All of them.
I'm rolling like shit.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. So everybody is going to save and take half damage except for Saye.
Rock and roll.
Okay. 8, 11, 13.
Ooh, honey.
22.
Ooh, honey.
28.
Honey, I'm dead.
29.
Honey, I'm dead.
Okay, so you fall unconscious from this guy.
Okay.
Okay, so the rest of you are taking half. So that's, 15, 14.
Oh, does it round up or round down?
Round down, always round down. So 14.
Okay.
Damage to Arnadel and to Kara and to Rana as another cone of cold, just as you are shooting out of this tunnel of fire, you run directly into a cone of cold, and you hear a cracking sound as the immense heat change on the wagon, like, begins to creak and, like, break apart the sides of the wagon there. And you see Arnadel now standing there, an outline of a figure with your detect magic right in front of you. And as the spell is cast, the invisibility drops, and you see one of these large blue creatures again standing in front of you. And it is the male one. And he whispers, "The Tsarina sends her regards, Rana." And you hear a whizzing sound as an arrow flies right towards Rana.
Ooh. Celeste.
Yes.
With that attack, is it too late for me to be able to use Entropic Ward? When a creature makes an attack roll against me, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on that roll. I guess that would work if it's a...
He did not use an attack roll.
Oh.
It was a save. And this arrow is firing from the female who now appears from behind and a little bit across, and is firing at Rana, and she gets a 22, which is definitely going to hit.
Wow, the Sarina's kind, just shady friends.
Okay, and then so you
Truly.
see a black wicked shaped arrow plunge into Rana's chest as he like kind of falls and like takes that, and what isn't sure what's going on. There's the fire all around you. The cone of cold just happened. Sae is falling unconscious from the sky now. So you land like in the little rut in between like where the wagons are. And I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
Oh my god. Real quick, in the split second, are we pulling the carts to a halt, or are we gonna run?
You gotta keep going to get out of this column of fire. They hit you just right out of your coming out of Rana's spell here. And so you're gonna have to keep moving, otherwise there's gonna be a fire.
We've got one cart, right?
Yep.
So before we get into initiative, I'm gonna scream at Kara to take the reins, because you have animal handling.
Okay.
Or what do you think? What do you think is... what do you want to do?
This sucks.
No. Everything's
I'm
hard.
panicking.
Right, does that make sense?
That's
what Arnadel would yell.
All right, yeah, she go. Yeah,
Saye is unconscious on the ground. I would just like to remind everybody.
Not in the
Fire's
cart.
gonna- Yeah.
You just fell 30 feet from the air to the hard.
Maybe
Okay.
slowly.
Falling slowly. Okay, everybody, roll. What was the initiative? What's happening?
All right, I got a 14.
I rolled a 24. Or excuse me, 22. 22.
Do I have to roll?
Yeah, you do, because you have to make death saving throws.
Motherfucker. 16.
Okay, because you are dying, so you need to succeed. 3 of these, or you're dead forever.
Woo!
Okay, all right. So starting things off, Arnadel, we have you going first.
The
So
first
you
thing...
and Kara are both on the wagon, like you've been holding on to the sides, I'm assuming, while you're like booking it. Rana is in the front seat. He has a big arrow sticking out of him about 15 feet in front of you. Saye has fallen to the ground. The cart is still moving and probably going to hit Saye. And then right in front of you, about 30 feet away, you have these two blue-purple figures who are saying, "Hey, regards from the Sarina bitch."
Okay.
That's the situation.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Do you hear that bass?
No.
Sorry.
Oh no, I didn't.
It was
I-
shaking my whole apartment.
Want to... Ooh, this is going to be difficult. I'm going to... Oh, okay. I'm going to cast Dimension Door and very, very quickly, like split second, grab Saya. I'm going to use Dimension Door to blip over to where Saya is to pick her up as quickly as possible. And I'm going to time it so that can Kara see me?
Yeah, definitely. You can all see each other.
I'm going to brace
This
myself.
is all happening within 30 feet.
I'm gonna have fucking Saya underneath my arm, or like looped, and then I'm gonna try to have my arm outstretched so that Kara can fucking grab me as the cart drives by. I know Kara can lift my ass.
All right, sure. So yeah, so you're basically grabbing Saye to the best of your ability and like reaching up for
to get swung up onto the.
Okay. Anything else you were doing on your turn?
I don't believe I have any bonus actions, or I do not.
Okay.
So no.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna yell
right.
at Saya and just be like, "Stay with me, bitch! Don't you go dying on me!"
It is Saye's turn, so go ahead and make one of those death saving throws. So you need to roll above a 10 to succeed. If you get 3
Am I
successes...
adding anything to it?
Nope.
Well, I rolled a 19.
Okay, sweet. So you have 1 success. So if you get 3 successes, you become stable. and you're not conscious again, but you will not have to be making death saves every round. So you have a point back. Okay, and then we move to Kara. So you see Arnadel now is standing there with her arm outstretched, with Asaye there. The cart is moving, so you are about to hit him. So you are prime.
She, immediately reaches out her arms and braces to grab a hold of them.
All right, go ahead and make me a motherfucking athletics to see if you can do this shit.
Is there any way for me to use this?
Yeah, you can use inspiration to help other people. To give someone else advantage on a roll.
Yeah, you can spend your inspiration on somebody else.
Or do you guys think I should wait until I'm trying to revive Saya?
Well, I have 2 potions of greater healing. All we have to do is just feed her one.
Oh, word. Okay, so I think maybe... Ooh, okay, sorry. I think something is telling me to hold on to this fucking inspiration for me. I don't think we...
That's okay. It's okay, because I got an unnatural 20.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Oh, fuck yeah. So as... God, this scene. Okay, so you are in a tunnel of wind with fire on either side of you. These 2 blue assholes in front of you. Arnadel is gripping Saya and just holding up a hand, and the wagon is coming on. And Kara, you like shove to the front and scoop up like under Arnadel's arms, carrying both Arnadel and Saya as you like lunge and throw them back like onto the cart. So everybody's sort of piled in a stack right now on front of this wagon, and Rana is just like leaning back with this fucking huge arrow out of his chest, and you can tell he's trying to maintain concentration on this wind tunnel so flame doesn't immediately kill you. Holy shit. I'm gonna say that takes your whole turn. Unless there's something else. You don't have a standard. That was your standard, but anything else you would like to do?
The only thing that she would do would be to shove into the front seat and be like, "Getting back, Rana. I'm driving. I got a potion in my bag and I need you to feed it to Saya."
Okay, I'm trying to maintain...
That's fine. You can drink one too, or whatever. All right, that's what needs to happen. People, move over. I'm driving.
Okay, and he does. He like pushes himself up and he goes, "Oh, fucking jeez," as a fucking arrow is sticking out of him. But he throws himself kind of in the back, so he's like right behind, hanging on. You guys are basically just on top of this little like board thing that just separates the edge of the carriage. It's not a lot of space.
Right. Yeah.
Pretty cramped. But he crawls back there, and it is actually his turn. So he takes the potion from you and gives it to Saya. So what are the specs on this potion?
Ooh, potion of greater healing. I believe it does like 4d4s.
Yeah, man. That's some serious shit.
Some serious shot. All of them? No.
All right, 4, 7, 8... 12 plus 4, so that's 16.
Ooh. So Saya, you get 16 back.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
And then Rana can have the other one too, since he seems to be
no, he's like, "No, I'm good. I just need to maintain concentration on this spell."
Yeah.
So he is gonna go ahead and make that roll. Yeah, he's good. He's a champ. Okay, so he spends his turn maintaining the wind tunnel and feeding Saya the potion, and then it's our best friend's turn.
Oh boy, I'm gonna run this carriage right over their butts.
So at this point, the carriage now that Rana's turn has passed, it breaks past that firewall as it's going, so you are out of the main danger of the flames. And Rana, kind of with a grateful sigh, lets that wind tunnel go, so the fire itself goes back into that line behind you. You got to keep moving forward because the fire is moving towards you, but you are out of like the main burn zone. You can outrun it at this point. So as that happens, the Oni again are they're Oni.
They're Oni. This happened with the Medusa.
I just do it so much. Okay, the blue people are gone. Once again. Everybody go ahead and make a perception check for me.
12.
Ooh, I don't see shit. I rolled a 2 plus a 6 is gonna be an 8.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Saya, now that you've snapped back to life, you're like, I gotta do better.
Adrenaline rush.
Eagle eyes.
Okay.
Oh god, it's like in
You-
Pulp Fiction when she comes back from her like near
Yeah.
drug death.
All right,
Fucking
so-
OD.
So Saya, you are the only one who notices that the cart, or because you're on like a wagon, so it's like a covered wagon thing that has like a little cabin in the back.
Mhm.
You notice you're booking it right now, but the bed of the wagon bounces in a way that like something just got really heavy on the back of it, and you don't think it was from
No.
normal pursuit, and you notice that just weird as everybody else is like panicking.
Oof. Okay. I-
Yep,
Like something just jumped on.
Yeah.
that's the sense you're getting.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I immediately like do shake my hands in the air and not screaming, just to like get both Rana and Arnadel's attention and be like, they're on the fucking wagon. Pointing at the wagon.
What?
They're
I
here.
can't hear you.
Hold
the
on.
mic is really loud.
Oh my god. Yep. And let me see what else I have for you.
I hate this. I hate this so much.
Okay. All right, and then we're back up to Arnadel.
I see Saya saying this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I look, I turn
Speaking is a free action.
Sweet. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to just, I guess, like blindly Eldritch Blast. in
So
the
imagine
direction-
this. You are in this little crevice here. There is a
Oh.
big wagon cabin behind you.
Oh, they're on top.
And you felt the bounce on the back.
Okay. So then I'm going to step out of that towards the front, right? I'm not going to be able to see the top, am I? I'm trying to decide this.
So right now you can look up. The top of the little cabin thing is about 3 feet above you.
Okay.
So imagine that the cabin itself is like a square,
A
like
box.
a cube.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you're in the little space here, and then right in front of you is the driver's wagon that has Kara, and then right in front is the horses.
So I have to
And you-
crawl out to where Kara is.
You can touch Kara with your hand right now, literally right now.
Okay.
You are not inside the wagon, the cabin.
Why am I having such a hard time envisioning this?
Sorry, so you're right behind where the driver of the wagon would
Right.
be.
So I
You're
want
in the
to.
space between the seat where the driver is and the cabin, in the front of the wagon.
Right. I want to be able to see the top of the cabin.
Right.
Can I do
You can
that?
see the top of it right now. If you just go up on tiptoes, you can put your hands on the edge and like
then
look up.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go pew pew with fucking Eldritch Blast.
Okay. I will say with detect magic, you cannot see anything. You get
Right.
a register
I need witch's
on the back.
sight for that, right?
Yeah. What?
Witch's
No,
sight.
you would be able to see invisibility.
Oh, the spell. I see. Well, no, because Devil's Sight lets me detect magic. Witch's Sight, or the other way, lets me see invisible creatures. So I don't think
Ooh.
with that I can actually see somebody who's put invisibility on themselves.
I thought you just had the one that's detect magic at will, and then
That's
you're
Devil's Sight.
and no, that's seeing in the dark,
Oh,
which is the other one that you have is your dark vision out to 120 feet.
okay. Yeah,
So
that's
Eldritch sight?
Eldritch Sight. Is the
Eldritch sight
detect
is detect magic
yes.
at will.
The one that lets me see invisible creatures or people or things that have invisibility cast upon them is called Witch's
Oh.
Sight.
Well,
And I don't have that one.
I'm letting you see invisible creatures and you don't see them.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I will be able to see everything by level 9.
There is a cabin in the way,
Okay.
essentially.
So
They're
then-
riding the back fender.
Oh, okay.
You can climb on top of the wagon.
I'll do it.
All right, go ahead and make me a motherfucking athletics or acrobatics check to get on top of a moving wagon.
Not too
Oh
shabby.
my god, it's like a train fight.
It is. That's so cool.
I love this shit.
I'm going. You want me to do acrobatics?
Or athletics, whichever is better for you.
Fucking acrobatics. Weirdly enough. what's 17 plus 4? Is that 21?
21?
Yeah, 21.
Nice. So you deftly do this without seconds of hesitation. The wagon is moving forward, but you still just put your hands up on the top, and you are on top of a cabin of a moving wagon right now. So you're kind of crouched low so the wind isn't hitting you as much, but you find perfect purchase as you are on top here. And so you have about 6 feet to the end of the cabin, so you can't see down it immediately. Do you want to crawl forward?
No, well, maybe a little bit, because I'm basically kind of have the advantage now that I'm above them, because I know I couldn't see them on top. So I'm left to assume they're clinging to the back. So I'm like, okay, the moment that their stupid faces pop up, I'm gonna blast them. Fucking, okay. I want to ready a spell. I'm gonna brace myself, get like really good fucking and I'm gonna ready.
Already tidy.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready Eldritch fucking blast, and I'm gonna have each beam on each of their fucking stupid faces.
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen.
While she's climbing up, Ron and I probably like inch forward towards the front.
Yeah, we're like,
get the fuck away from there.
All right, so that is happening, and Saye, it is actually your turn now.
Oh gosh. Should I hop up there and help you? I kind of want to just like blast them from the back of the carriage, and we do it like at the same time. That would be rad.
That would be rad.
Wanna
Is there
do
enough
it?
room on there for both of you?
2 people could stand uncomfortably.
Uncomfortably.
So it's about 6 by 5.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
it's
also,
basically
like,
enough to fit
dying.
a cot inside.
So
You could fit 2 cots next to each other inside is basically the size of this cabin.
doing a basic like medicine check won't increase my health points at all, will it?
Correct. It will not.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll climb up there with her and help out.
Go ahead, make me that acrobatics or that athletics.
Acrobatics. Ooh, that's modified 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're great. So it's just you and Arnadel perched like cats up on top of this wagon, just waiting for something to pop its ugly head up.
Cats on wooden roofs.
I fucking love this. I absolutely love what my brain is envisioning for this whole scene.
Yeah.
I know, same, ditto.
It's
This
so
is
fucking awesome.
There has been operatic music back when I was carrying us, and now it's like Western cowboy. Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. Tumbleweeds roll in the distance, consumed by fire.
Yeah. So what? Anything else you would like to do, Saya, in your turn?
Can I get out my short sword
Oh hell yeah!
and like try and angle it to see if I can see them on the back end of the?
Okay.
Caravan.
You can try to do that. I'm just gonna short story. You cannot see anything back there.
Oh, okay.
They're still invisible.
Well, I don't.
Do I just see you like waving your sword
Yeah,
around
you're like,
weirdly, and I'm like,
Hmm.
bitch,
He's just
they're
hanging it over.
invisible.
Saye, what do you say?
So yeah, stop.
You saw them disappear.
Okay. Well then, I guess I have to wait for you to give me a signal.
Can you ready in action?
What?
You can ready in action too.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, ready in action means that like, well, you guys explain it. I don't think I know it.
You
well enough to
spend your
explain it.
action getting ready at some conditions. So like Brittany said, when I see their ugly faces, I will shoot an Eldritch Blast. So you'd be like, when I see them, I will punch them in the face, so that when that action happens, then you spend your reaction to do that thing.
Okay. Cool. Then I'm getting ready to swing my short sword down heavily on the first one I see.
Yes.
Oh hell yeah. Okay.
Go.
All right, and then Kara, what you doing?
Oh, so Kara, she's
You're
in the-
driving.
oh man, she's driving. This is like this apex of the getaway scene in a movie, and she's switching left and switching right to avoid fallen logs and like potholes in the dirt and gopher mounds, and yeah, epic getaway scene
Oh hell yeah.
for Kara.
Is there anything you would like the horses to do? Do you want them to go faster?
Yes, she's trying to hightail it on out of there.
Go ahead and give me an animal handling or a charisma, whichever you prefer.
Ooh, that's gonna be pretty sweet. That will be a 21.
Oh yeah. So these horses are all about whatever you're doing. They're like,
Yes!
Rana, who's that? Yes! As they charge. That was horrible. I broke my microphone.
Welcome to the dark side.
So yeah, you go faster and you are rapidly coming out of the fire, leaving these flames way behind you, and then charging across now the plains. And you can see that as you've been traveling, the grasses are getting thinner and thinner. You think you're coming to more of a lush landscape. You can see greenery coming out around you, so you're moving out of the plains right now as you are booking it. Okay.
Sweet.
All right, and then Rana is going to do something. He's whispering weird words to himself. And then, fun times, you see an ugly blue face pop up above the wagon holding a giant club, the thing that hit you earlier, and he just suddenly, aha, and like goes to swing, except we have readied action. So go ahead, Arnadel, blasty.
The first roll is, excuse me. La 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 la.
Do you have? Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, just kidding. Go ahead.
The first roll is a 12.
To hit.
Yeah.
Will not hit.
The second beam is definitely. I think it's. I'll be shocked if this doesn't hit. It's a 26.
Yes. That will
Okay.
hit.
Like, what the fuck are we
I'm
battling?
not a monster.
So that's gonna be 1d10 plus my charisma. And I'm winding it up. I want it to be good. Tight. That's going to be 13 points of damage.
Nice.
To one of them.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you get off a great strike, and then Saya, you're ready to action as Arnadel blasts it in the face, and then you hit it with your sword.
I don't have to roll to hit, or I do?
You do. Yes.
Yeah, okay. 'Cause that
Always.
was 21.
Okay. So yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
And then that's 9 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh man.
And I have an extra attack because I took the attack option. Yes?
Yep. Yes.
So to attack again. Ooh, I did not hit him again. No, that was 6.
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Yep. So those were the ready to action, and then I am going to go ahead and make my attack now. I am going to use
Oh,
of inspiration on this attack at Arnadel. Here we go.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, if they roll to attack and they fuck, I'm gonna impose entropic ward on them.
You already used your reaction this round.
Boom.
Damn it!
I'm
Guys.
sorry, I'm a
Once per
walking
round?
dictionary.
My beautiful crown just gave me a natural 20.
Fuck you.
Oh fuck!
Crown.
Oh my god.
Well spent. Good night, sweet prince. Okay, and then here we go. Oh boy, that's so much damage.
Well, I might just use my crown of inspiration to say hell nah.
Well, that's not how that works.
I know. I really want it to though.
Okay. All right. So damn. All right. So he is hitting you with that glaive.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Where is my D10? All right. So the first round is going to be 15.
Whew.
Round.
I get to do it again because I natural 20.
Oh.
Wow. Plus a 15.
So 30 points of
that'll
damage,
be
eh?
30 points of damage. He's not done.
What?
multi-attack as he comes back around.
Yep.
I'm guessing a 14 won't hit you.
No, it will not.
Okay. All right. So 30 points of damage, and I'm gonna go ahead and have you make a dexterity save to see if getting clubbed is gonna allow you to stay on a moving caravan that's going real extra fast now.
I rolled
Oh
15.
boy.
Okay. So you find yourself as this, you are clubbed 1, 2, and then like you skitter off to the edge of this caravan, and you totally lose your balance for a moment. At the last second, as you kind of fall down on your stomach, you are hugging the side of this caravan now. So half of your body is like you are doing like a 90-degree hugging onto the edge of this wagon.
Are my legs dangling off the side?
One of them is. So one is on top, and one is you're just like on the corner of this wagon,
man.
like a cat. Like
This is so intense.
This
This
is
is
so
such a great
intense.
action scene.
Oh my god.
oh, crowd of inspiration, you were so worth it. Okay.
I literally hear the Trooper by Iron Maiden happening right now. Ah! Fucking. Ugh.
Okay. All right, and then Arnadel, it's your turn. So you need to do some shit to right yourself.
What do I gotta do?
Either an athletics or an acrobatics to get a full handle back on this.
Is that gonna be my
Bargain.
full turn?
Cats fly. Jump away.
No, that'll be your movement.
My movement. Okay, so let me. It's gonna be a 21.
A 21, yeah. So with that, you managed to swing your leg back on top of the caravan. So now you are like in a crouched position on top, and you have this Oni creature just. Now he's got one hand on top of the wagon, and he's holding out this big, like, bat-like club in front of you. And what would you like to do with your standard?
I'm gonna fucking. So there, real quick, I want to do a quick Arcana check to see if I can maybe exploit a weakness.
Sure, yeah.
Tight. Fuck yeah, dice. Fuck yeah. Arcana check. That's yes. That's gonna be a 23.
Okay, so you definitely know that these are Oni, which they are distantly related to giants, except these creatures are more about the nightmares and the dark, and they're stealing souls and eating children. Like these Oni have a horrible reputation. These are the boogeymen that haunt people. You know that they have magical abilities. They don't have very many, but they have, of course, the power to turn invisible at will. They can put people to sleep. They can charm people. They have some other spells. You're not exactly sure what they are. You know that they're pretty powerful, pretty strong. They can regenerate. And that they can change shape at will to look like any humanoid creature.
That's so fucking OP. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I have one spell slot left. I used my first one to dimension fucking door. I think it's time to bust out an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Because I can, as long as it's on something, it can travel with us. So,
What?
on the very edge. What?
Hey, man, go for it.
On the edge of the wagon, I want to. I think I would like to cast Hunger of Hadar.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Just like
so,
I'm
yeah.
imagining, like the plane that these tentacles come out of would be like the part that they're holding on to.
Yeah. Sure, I'm into it. So you're putting it like you're dropping it on the edge. So like the cart is moving, and out of the back is just hell. It's just tentacle hell.
Yeah.
Sure. I love it.
Oh
I'm
my
into
God.
it. Okay.
Milky rubbing damage. Get it?
All right. So go ahead. So what? My save. What is that?
I think it's a con. Let me get my cards.
It's something weird. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
other
super
Connor
weird.
decks.
Yeah. I don't know.
I
think
got
it's
the
con.
cards. I'm getting it. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Got the
Hunger of Hadar.
Thank you everybody for rating. This is awesome.
Any creature that ends its turn. So first they start, if they start their turn in this area, it takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends their turn must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 an additional 2d6 acid damage as milky otherworldly tentacles rub against
Okay.
it.
Why are they milky?
I don't know. It's horrible. Warlock spells are horrible.
I'm thinking of like the type of stuff that leaks out of like thistle. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So as you do this, you drop this on the back and you open a plane to the horror dimensions on the back of this wagon.
Yeah.
You hear a screaming sound coming from the back of the wagon and a slurping and just more screaming, and then you hear a big thunking sound as something clearly throws itself off the back of the wagon, and you see as you are charging forward that this blue form is just rolling and tumbling into the fields where fire is now beginning to move forward, and you have effectively escaped this foe.
So did the other one get eaten up by the tentacles?
You don't know?
Fuck me.
Well, that's gonna
this
just
is it.
continue hanging out there for at least a minute. I'm just gonna keep concentrating and let it just sit there.
And as you're watching your spell, you're looking for detect magic. You don't see anybody else invisible hanging out on the wagon. And Kara continues driving the wagon forward for a while until the land begins to shift, and you are no longer in the shifting plains. And the countryside opens up. It becomes a lot more flat. The grasses begin to fade away into more cultivated land. You can see now in the distance that there is a river that is moving to the south of you, and you begin to see the plateaus in the distance as they are piling above the land, and you see they stretch far into the sky.
The city of Ashtar is on top of a plateau, right?
Sort of.
Okay. Well, she gears towards the plateaus because she's like, I think that's where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, you're definitely. And Rana's like, yep, that's. Keep going that way. And you hear like a sound as he breaks and pulls the arrow out.
Woo!
Yep, and he's just doing his own thing back there.
I want to climb down.
Huh? Yeah. So you can now slow the cart down.
Yeah, she goes to like a nice steady walk so everyone can get situated and again.
And Rana comments, well, I suppose the Saurina isn't happy with how we all met. I should have expected this sooner.
When you're in the driver's seat, can you hear the people talking in the back?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear Kara go, yeah, no shit, Cupcake.
Yeah, all right. We don't have to throw stones right now, but we should be on the lookout if we don't know where that other one went, and I'm sure they're going to, try again. At least we'll be ready this time.
Oh gosh, I shouldn't really go ahead from now on.
Yeah,
not that far anyway.
Saya, do you want to take a little snoozle in the back of the wagon?
She's tired. She needs to take a nap.
Okay. So you can.
I would very much like to use the remaining hour for a short rest to regain my spell slots, please and thank you.
Sure. Yeah. So if you two want to crawl in the back, there are two cots back there, so you can go ahead and take like a little snoozle.
Yeah.
While Kara and Rana keep the wagon going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just before passing out, she wants to like look at Rana and say, "Are you actually okay with that thing in your body still?"
No, I'm fine. I've got this.
Okay.
It's
and then he
probably
immediately
better
passes
to.
out.
I've always been instructed to leave the thing in because it'll probably bleed more.
No, it's gone now. He already ripped it out. And he touches his own chest and whispers a spell and begins to heal. You see the flesh beginning to knit back together.
It's very I mean, it's.
He's a druid.
Oh, he's a druid. I forgot that. I thought he was a wizard.
No, he's a druid and a Krellin.
Hot.
Yep. All right, so you guys crawl in the back for a snoozle, and Kara and Rana keep the wagon moving forward.
Mhm.
So, Kara, what you begin to see as the landscape changes, it does become much more fertile land. You notice that the temperature increases as you're going. It's becoming a lot more tropical almost, so it's very humid, bright, sunny, as you're moving across. And then eventually you continue down, you hit a main road, and you continue down towards this, winding your way towards the river until you see a large bridge in front of you that is crossing this raging river that's moving through and winding its way back towards the plains. And as you approach the bridge, you begin to see the first sign that you're on the path to Ashtar. You see that there are these two posts on either side of the bridge, and on the far side, these posts continue all the way along, and there are these lines of rope strung up between all of them. And the first thing you see is the shimmer of metal coming from all over the place, as you see that there are thousands of bells strung all across this bridge of silver, bronze, gold, just every imaginable color and shape of these bells. The next thing that reaches you as the wind carries across is the tinkling sound in your ears as you approach this bridge.
Oh.
Yeet. That sounds lovely.
Yeah, and you can see now that this pathway, this established road, stretches on ahead of you for about another mile, and continues and winds its way behind one of the plateaus, as you see now, and you're getting closer. These are impressive landscape features that just seem to stretch into the sky. And you continue onwards for another couple hours, following this trail, and these posts with these bells just make this path the entire way. And Rana says, "We're getting close. I need to do a costume change. One moment." And so he makes you stop the wagon, and he's not disturbing you all while you're snoozing, but he comes back and he is now adorned in these silver robes. They're very, very nice looking, very sophisticated. As he puts them on, looks completely different from his kind of open vest, like sort of cash look. This is definitely
nice.
Yeah,
the open vest cash look.
You
like V-neck, like to your belly button.
You clean up nice.
Oh, thank you. I'm not a fan of, and he like tugs at his collar. That's kind of high. I'm not a fan of tradition, but if we're entering the city, I've got to look the part.
So, when we get there, what's gonna be the game plan? Who do we gotta talk to?
Well, we will travel through the city to the highest point where the temple itself is, and we will speak to the keepers there, and they will decide whatever they decide, whatever they need in exchange for the bell or for the knife. I think you should be. And he looks back at the wagon where both of them are sleeping. The keepers are not. They're not kind. They are efficient. They are brutal. They have had to be so to protect the plains for this long. I am concerned about what they may ask you to do.
So, when we get there, how should we act? Like, are we gonna be tough guys? Do we gotta be reverent? you know, do they want a bunch of ass kissing? Like, how do we make this go as good as possible?
Be quiet and listen. These people could destroy you without another thought, without another look. They are some of the most powerful people I've ever encountered. Just listen, and they will tell you what your path will be.
I can do that. Well, I'll try anyway.
They probably know much more of you than would be appropriate or you would suspect. So it's not like you're walking in with the need to impress.
No, all right. Well, I will follow your lead.
Yep. And as you continue to wind your way around the edge of this plateau, suddenly Ashtar appears. Just as you make this bend, you see that Ashtar is a city that is built upon multiple levels of the largest plateau in this area. So you're looking out around you, you see that these large walls are surrounding what looks like a lower kind of village. That's the largest expanse in front of you there. You see houses, a full like functioning city at this base level. And then high up above it, you see this winding path that leads to the next level where another level of civilization is situated, and then climbing even up further, a smaller tier, and then high up above the plateau just continues to stretch on as you're seeing this multi-tiered city in front of you. And you see this path has been following the river all along, and the river itself flows into the city through these series of gates, and you see it winds its way up the plateau, defying gravity, defying nature as it goes and moves all the way to the top of this region. And as you pass through the main gates, which are open, again, just the chiming of bells fills your senses. Again, these ropes are just strung up all across the place. Thousands of bells are just surrounding this place. And you can see directly to the south now, you see the edges of jungle further beyond, and then the stretching deltas of the southeast of the continent, and you are just overwhelmed by Ashtar itself. And I think that's where we're going to call it today.
Wait, were we asleep for that whole time?
You were asleep. You didn't see any of it.
Do we get anything back? Or
Yes.
should we just wait till next time?
Go ahead and take your long rest as you're in the back of the wagon.
Doesn't that only give us a specific number back, though? Not.
No, it gives you everything back.
Oh, okay. Never mind, Dan.
Yeah. So we'll count that. I just, sort of accelerated time because traveling is boring. Yeah, but thank you everybody so much for tuning in, especially those folks who came in and rated for Twitch. We had a lot of viewers, and this is awesome, and you all are awesome, and thank you so much.
Everything
I have been
awesome.
Yeah, everything. I have been your dungeon master, Celeste Conowitch.
I've been I've been your elven warlock, daring elven warlock. She did some daring shit. Yes. Arnadil, played by Brittany.
And I'm Nassim Etemad, played Sayanur, the human monk, today. But who knows what I'll be next time?
Who knows?
It's all that
Saya didn't die, so
maybe my Horizon Walker Ranger survived and she's here now, and we'll see her.
Maybe. Who knows? All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. We love you. You're great. And you know what you should do until next time? You should venture away! Venture away, everybody! Oh boy.
Bye.
Oh man, I was sorry. I have to add this one. Somebody said I was the milky rubbing warlock.
Yeah.
Well, now she is.
Now
she is.
All kinds of milky.
Okay.
Oh, bye.
On that note, pineapple.